Hey, this is Different Careers with Kate Nudd, and today I'm going to go over another continuing education course. So, again, right now, this is my profession. I want to do something else. I'm thinking about computer science. We'll see how that goes. But in the meanwhile, I'm finishing up my continuing education courses. So if I do get hired somewhere else, I can still be a licensed massage therapist. But there's only so many hours in the day and I only have so much energy. So who knows? I'll probably work on going back to school or studying elementary all over again because I need to do elementary all over again and high school all over again because I was not taught properly. I was not taught English properly, where it's like, so say you need to learn certain things where like all the sounds of the alphabet. So that means you need to know each sound of like A, B, C, D, E, F, G, all the way to Z, and then you learn how to sound words out properly. I didn't learn that because my teachers didn't think it was important to teach me thoroughly and make sure I got like every step of how to sound things out. They thought they could just like, here's a piece of paper, read it yourself. And so I have very slow comprehension level right now. So that is my background as a licensed massage therapist. So as I'm reviewing classes and different things, I have that perspective in mind of like my elementary school education wasn't good. I don't speak this language clearly. I have problems pronouncing words. I try to communicate with other people, and a lot of times other people act like they don't understand English, the language that I'm speaking. And so I get into trouble in the past with clients and my bosses and everything because they act like they don't really understand what I'm saying. And I'm just trying to be clear and precise and communicate with everyone. And no matter how good I try to get clear communication, it seems like you have that one client that comes in and they don't know anything about a massage, and then they act like a know-it-all, and then they tell you that you're wrong about your definition of deep tissue massage. And they don't want to pay extra for deep tissue, but they want you to work out their knots and just pay for the Swedish massage. And then you do deep tissue where you're trying to get to the deep layers of those muscles. And they're like, I've never had a massage like this. You're doing it wrong, because they really wanted deep pressure. So I'm sorry, I'm beginning to think that people really don't understand English, because pressure and tissue are two different words that mean completely different things. So, I am not a mind reader. If you don't speak English, I don't want to be your licensed massage therapist. Go to someone else who speaks your language. So, today we're going to go over a continuing education class called Touching Trauma Part 2, Responding to Emotional Release. This is the first one that came up on the search engine. So we're going to briefly go over it, and I hope you enjoy this video. But forgive me for my rant in the beginning. I did get a comment in the comment section, and their advice was that I needed to become a mind reader. But I don't have the supernatural ability or the power to read people's minds and just be able to automatically know what they want from me without speaking to them at all. That means like they want me to read this person's mind. without any communication whatsoever. That's not how this profession works. You have to communicate with your clients. So I did put that in my rebuttal or whatever, but it made me think the person might be an alien from outer space or something, because they're like, you need to read your clients' minds. So, and I'm just like, well, if aliens exist, maybe this person's really secretly an alien and they're not human, and an alien is giving me advice that, like, all you have to do is read your clients' minds while they're on the table, and you'll automatically know how to give them the proper massage. So, here we go. Okay, so they reference another one. In Touching Trauma, Part 1, Recognizing Trauma, we introduced the basic framework of recognizing trauma. In the second course in the series, Trauma Touch, experts Chris Smith and Kathy Lewis, I guess is her middle name, teach practitioners how to recognize the different stages of emotional releases, respond appropriately in the moment, and discuss the experience with the client after the session. Demonstrations include subtle yet important techniques to provide a safe experience for the client before, during, and after the massage. Getting comfortable with holding space for emotional releases and potential releases allows the client to do what they likely did not get to do when the trauma occurred. Have a compassionate witness by their side. Okay, so that didn't go over the possible trauma people have, but I have done this thing in the past called the Rosen Method of Bodywork, where they teach you how to be in tune with your body. And while you're on the table, I did many sessions with this in the past, and it helped me be in tune with my body and release tons and tons of emotions. I really liked it. I wanted to do that. I wanted to specialize in the Rosen Method of Bodywork. The problem is I couldn't continue the training because COVID-19 happened, and my practitioners, or my teachers, my instructors, went out of the teaching stuff, so I couldn't continue the work. It was going to take a minimum of 5 years to be able to get that training, and that is if I was able to, like, thoroughly get everything done. COVID-19, it put a kibosh on that dream, and then I had more trauma in my life. This is just like personal information, and my emotions have gone numb. So, truly, I need this work done on me in a safe environment. But like everyone around me, maybe it's because I live in New York State or something, but society in New York State and the United States government, everyone is demonstrating to me through their actions that I live in a superficial society where they don't care about my emotions. They don't, people aren't really in tune with their real deep emotions, and they want just a superficial relationship with you. And they ask the question, how are you? And all you're supposed to tell them is good, fine, and okay. They don't actually want to know how you're doing in your life. And then if you share certain things with them, like, even if it's like broad and vague topics, or it's massage related topics, like if you talk too much, then you get in trouble. But I truly am a massage therapist where I am okay not talking to people while they're getting a massage. I just need to know before the massage, hey, can you please not talk during the massage? And I'm fine not talking. I just need to know what people want from me. But this is where a part of the problem is, where it's like, I think people want me to automatically read their mind because I don't know when I'm supposed to be quiet and when people want me to talk, because when people ask me the question, how are you? And they're saying this to me, it points the whole conversation onto me. Like, I really think they want to know how I'm doing spiritually or emotionally or mentally or physically or health-wise or whatever, and they really don't. And so part of me is just like, in society, like, if you don't really want to know that information, don't ask it. And so, because my experience has been most people want silence during massage, I choose to skip that question entirely when I bring the client in. I just say hi, and like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. So when someone says, how are you? Sometimes I'm like, okay, and I'm mumbling it, or I ignore the question because I want the massage to be focused on them and not on me. So it's like, really, people should be like, this is what's going on with my muscles. This this is I'm in pain here. I'm okay. I have stress. Like start talking about yourself and how you're feeling in your body. You're here for a massage. You're not here to ask me how I'm doing. You really don't care. That's fine. But don't ask me how I'm doing unless you really want to know. So, sorry, I don't know. I guess I don't have proper social etiquette or something, but there should be some other question of like, okay, so, like, are you energetic to give me a massage? Like, be like, I'm awake enough to give you a massage, okay? I'll do the best I can for you. That should be your question. Like, are you gonna give me a good massage today? Like, ask that question to your massage therapist. Okay, so Chris Smith is a recognized leader in the field of massage therapy and trauma. She is a massage therapist and trauma touch therapist. She developed and has been teaching trauma touch therapy at the Colorado School of Healing Arts and to therapists worldwide since 1992. She has been with that since 1988, where she serves as a school director. For more information on trauma touch therapy, visit the school. So feel free to go there. They're in Colorado. And Kathy Speaks Lewis is a licensed massage therapist and trauma touch therapist. They are Dean of Students and Faculty Chair at the Colorado School of Healing Arts, where they teach oncology, cranial sacral, and trauma touch therapy. They also have massage therapy practice specializing in supporting clients in healing through the process of pain and trauma and chronic and conditions. For more information. So, because I think it was like 35 hours, and then I did like I think it was like 30 hours of Rosen bodywork modality, where it's like you're helping clients to be in tune with what's going on for like emotions will come up when you're getting touched. I did dabble in this a little bit, but as I've watched this video comparing the two, the Rosen Method Bodywork technique is way more thorough than what they teach in this video. So I will show you a brief clip of that. Why do I think that? Because like, I experienced Rosen and I heard their conversation. I heard how they talked after they got on the table. I watched the whole thing, and like, when you did Rosen, people's emotions were way more intense, way more issues were coming up. Like you experienced it and it was powerful, and then I saw this and you're like, this isn't as thorough, this isn't as effective, and you can tell that if you compare the two. So like, but that's something you will have to experience for yourself in order to really understand the difference. So this may be a good beginning step of like, hey, if you've experienced some kind of trauma in your life. Now, again, you could experience emotional trauma, spiritual trauma, mental trauma, physical trauma somehow, or physical abuse somehow, or even sexual abuse. Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up. And so this kind of work where you've experienced that kind of severe trauma, yeah, this is what you need to work on. This should be the priority, is finding some kind of trauma therapist. But personally, when I worked for myself, when I worked in a spa setting, like, clients just came to me because they wanted a massage. They weren't there to get some kind of emotional release. Yeah, sometimes maybe like clients jerked a little bit or whatever, but they were there just to get a massage. Like, everyone's reaction was like they didn't care about emotions. So, like in this video, they made a clear blanket statement that, like, in today's society, everyone has some kind of trauma they need to work out. Well, that could be a true statement, but in New York, people are definitely not working through it. This isn't a priority for them to, like, face their emotions. Most of the men I meet, they're like, shove your emotions under the rug, and they don't process them at all. Like, they get road rage, or they play basketball, or they play sports to get their aggression out. But are they really, like, processing, accepting how they feel, getting it out? I don't know, because like the men I talk to or have talked to in my life, they don't want to talk about emotions. So in order to do this work, you have to be willing to, like, at least say on the table when you get touched, if it triggers an emotion, you have to be willing to say, this is how you feel. So we're going to see a brief clip of this. Not there. On the table. Okay. It may take a while to find it. Okay, here we go.
I noticed, but you noticed too. Yeah. That's so great. Yeah. So great that you noticed as well. Yeah, that really helps, because that way we can work in a partnership. We're going to do this together. Okay. Yeah.
And she looks like she's going super light. So they're really focusing on emotional trauma in this video.
Turn your hand over. Still doing okay? Great. Something just shifted there.
Yeah, I noticed the forearm feels for some reason safer when you're at my fingers, and up at my shoulder it's not quite as comfortable.
Good. Good to notice. Is there anything we need to do right now? Just paying attention.
Yeah.
Great. Great. I'm going to continue. Move up. Not quite to your shoulder.
Yeah, that's still good.
Okay. Sorry if I bring the arm out and hold it along my...
Absolutely.
Great. I'm noticing, yeah, And there's some feelings showing up. So I could bring the arm back down for a moment and just check in.
Okay. So she's saying I'm noticing emotions coming up. Is that she felt something in the arm, or is it because she's actually looking at this person's face and like tears are starting to swell up in her eyes? So like that wasn't clear in this video. So like that wasn't clear made clear in this video for some reason. So like again, there's something going on. I don't know what's going on in the universe, but sometimes it feels like, or it's coming across, people expect you to have some kind of superpower and you don't. And you tell them to your face, I don't have any superpowers, and they all agree with you. Yeah, everyone's in the same boat, but yet they won't communicate with you clearly. So, but here she's saying, I'm noticing emotions coming up. Is it from her facial expression? Because she did state you do have to read body language, like after like the video was like done. You have to read body language. You have to notice subtle changes in the body and uh, like movements, and you have to be in tune with the breath of like how are people breathing more slowly or rapidly. So you have to like understand all that, which wasn't stated in the beginning of the video. So
Yeah, there. Let's just breathe. Good. Yeah, and you're making eye contact. That's great.
Yeah. I don't know what that was.
And you know what? It's okay not to know. It's okay not to know. Yeah.
I'll do a little wait.
Yeah. And that happens sometimes. Sometimes these releases come in 3 waves. So the second one is usually not as long.
Okay.
And we're right here. I'm not going away. And you're doing great. Let's maybe take a little bit deeper breath. And then, there you go. Let's try that again. Good. Feel a little better?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So, do you feel like we could continue, or do you want to?
No, I still feel really present.
I
still feel really
yep.
good.
Yep. Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay. If we continue with the upper arm, is that all right?
Let's try.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And again, just let me know if you want me to pause or stop. And I notice you're making more eye contact with me right now, so that's great. That's important. We're doing this together. We're both present. Yeah. Great. Okay, so again, just a little more. Yeah.
Now it feels totally comfortable.
Isn't that crazy? You know, I have learned after all these years, it's just important to trust the wisdom of the body. It knows when it just sort of organically needs to let something go.
Yeah. Can we try the arm out again?
Sure.
And see how that feels?
Sure.
Is that okay?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm going to hold you here at the elbow and just have your arm resting here.
Yeah. I'm just going to stay with contact.
I think that's a great idea. I can work that way too. So I'm going to start just some gentle strokes here.
There's like a tiny, like it kind of makes my stomach feel a little fluttery, but nothing like.
But you're still okay.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to notice all of that.
Yeah, not the same.
Not the same. Yeah, not as big.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, just kind of like mild flitters, maybe.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Cool.
And yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, just stay with me here. Okay,
Yeah.
good. And what if I come over here? Still all right? That's great. You're doing great. Yeah, good. Good. Would you like me to breathe with you too? Would that
I
help?
think so, yeah.
Okay.
I think so.
Maybe we can match it to the stroke. Let's try that. Okay. Good. Good eye contact. Good and nice. That's a longer breath. That's good.
Now, she brings up eye contact, and I went to a boarding Christian academy, and I remember encountering this like fellow classmate of mine, and I was making eye contact with her, and she thought I was being weird because I was looking into her eyes, but when she was speaking, I would look at her eyes or look at her face as a sign of respect, of like, okay, you're talking right now. Let me pay attention to what you're saying. And literally one time she yelled at me like, "What are you doing? What are you doing? You're making eye contact with me." So literally, she did have dark skin. She looked like she was African American descent. And I was like, is there something going on here with her background of ancestors being slaves in the past, where I'm Caucasian or I have white, like fair looking skin, that she's assuming that I'm a prejudice or something, and she has trouble making eye contact. I was like, I'm just trying to respect her as an individual. I was like, does skin color have something to do with this? I don't know what's going on. So literally, I have assessed my situation. People are not consistent with me when it comes to body language, to be like, okay, I can read body language to a T or thoroughly, where it's like, hey, I'm making eye contact. Okay, it's a sign of respect. Like, you need everyone in society to have that respect, vice versa. Or you need someone to come in and teach you to be like, okay, this one acted weird for some reason. So feel free to like explain to me why that happened with that individual. Do they not feel it's a sign of respect when you give eye contact? Here they're saying eye contact helps you feel more safe and secure in this video, but that other experience in high school was like, oh no, bad eye contact. So to me, I kind of compartmentalize different massage modalities, where Rosen Method Bodywork, you're having the person come and get on the table. The purpose, the intention is to help that person release emotions that are trapped in the muscles. You're touching them. In Rosen, you don't use lotion. Like, they don't use lotion at all. They just touch someone. If you're a licensed massage therapist, you can touch that person with clothes on, or they're underneath the sheet and you undrape one area of the body at a time and you touch that area without clothes on. But if you're a psychologist or some kind of professional counselor and you chose to get certified in the Rosen method, then you don't have the license to touch skin to skin like the back per se. And so you have to work on that person with clothes because you don't have the license to touch skin to skin. So if someone was a doctor or a nurse, they have the license to touch, so they could do Rosen on the side if they really wanted to, if they got thorough training. And because they have the license to touch, once they got the training and certified, then they could touch skin to skin. So you really need to be a licensed massage therapist to be able to do this method without people having their clothes on. So that's a disclaimer too. But again, so to me, like what I got from this video to become a thorough in my Rosen method brief experience, 2 intensives, both of them, like one was like 5 days, I think the other one was 4 days or something like that. Like, so, but what happened is, from my understanding of this video and the Rosen experience, like for me to thoroughly be able to get certified, if I ever did do this in the future, you would have to learn how to read body language, like thoroughly. You would have to learn how to, like, address, like, see the diaphragm go up and down, and like the rib cage go in and out, to like thoroughly understand the breath. You have to learn how to become more in tune, or like, I don't know, maybe sensing is the right word, but you have to be able to recognize like these subtle body movements. And I'm so like at an elementary level, everyone's all over the place when it comes to body language. Like everyone's different. No two people are the same. So part of it is like, from my understanding, you have to get to know your client. You have to build trust with your client so they feel comfortable releasing emotions. And it's like society as a whole, to me, they're becoming more and more superficial, where they don't want to release emotions. They don't want to be real and genuine. Like they want you to be superficial. And so like here they're saying like everyone needs it, and they sound like they have no problems getting clients on the table, being vulnerable and stuff like that. I'm like, who are they saying? Because I haven't encountered these people at all. Like, I wanted clients like that. I wanted to help people who wanted to deeply release all their emotions and everything. But like, I don't come across with those people at all. So I'm not sure they exist. So, I don't know, but this is just my experience. Like, if like maybe they have deeper sessions that I am not even aware about, but like when I was on my Rosen intensives, when people did like speak up and were like, there was like deep stuff going on, and they taught me that sometimes you have to swear, because that's the only way you can release that emotion. Is like, you need to swear, because that's gonna help get that emotion out, and so you vent it out, you get it out of your system, and it helps you be able to come to a resolution or whatever. To me, that's the point of venting. So there's like different therapies people can do to help release their emotions. There's art therapy, there's journaling. So and art therapy is like, if your emotion was an image or a picture, you draw that picture, and then you ask that, you're in tune with how you feel, and you ask the picture questions. If if you were emotion, or like what, like you ask the picture, but it's like really asking yourself, like, or your subconscious, like, why did I draw this picture? What are you trying to tell me? And then it's like you're asking yourself through asking the picture, like, what are you trying to tell me through this picture? And it helps you release so much emotions. So like, there's different ways of releasing emotion, but if you go through trauma, it's very healing. It's very therapeutic. And like soldiers during wartime, they could have POSTD, which is post-traumatic stress disorder. I may be saying the abbreviations wrong, sorry. So it's like they could have extreme stress because they were in combat. So they might need to release that emotion somehow. So like getting a massage could help relax them, soothe them down. So what is important to you, because different massage modalities are helpful for you. But the majority of the time, people came to me because they wanted a hot stone massage, a Swedish massage for relaxation purposes only, or they wanted deep tissue where you're specifically working out knots, or rapid tension relief, or what's it called, like a vibrator muscle tool. Some people call it a vibrator muscle tool gun. I called it a vibrator muscle tool, and to help release those tense muscles out. So, and then there's like a scraping massage and room temperature massage. So like there's like a bunch of different modalities. So it's like you really do need to know what type of massage you want as a client so that you can get the massage that you want. If you don't know what you want, then the massage therapist needs time to ask you the right questions before you get on the table so they can give you the massage you want, because the way you feel could change. So, I felt like it was overall good information, so I give them a C for for a review. However, they did not quote their sources of where they're getting their information as a disclaimer, so you are taking their word for it. But I did have Rosen training, so it's like technically I have Rosen to back up what they were saying. What's the other thing? It took a little bit over an hour, approximately about an hour to do this, and I passed the quiz the first time. So overall, that's why I gave them a C. Also, the reason why I gave them a C is because I like Rosen better, because it was way more thorough, and if there's extreme deep emotion stuck in your muscles, because your muscles are holding the emotions, it seemed like it was way more effective of like getting all that out. Like, I don't know what they're doing, so maybe I can't even give a proper assessment, because like I would need to experience this myself. But there's no one in New York, like in this area that I'm aware, that does this technique here. So unless someone's willing to fly me out, pay for my training, and allow me to give a better review, I can't give a better thorough assessment. So if you have any comments, feel free to comment them in the comment section below. Or if you have massage related questions, I'm not asking for advice. I do not need massage advice. So like, if you're in the Rochester, New York area and you need a massage therapist at your spa, feel free to contact me, and I would be happy to come in for an interview, for I'm out of work right now. But I am no longer comfortable working for myself. So until next time, feel free to like and subscribe to this video and this channel if you want. Until next time.